it's Jason. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about ego and sales. Most people believe that great salespeople have a big ego, and nothing can be further from the truth. In fact, having a big ego in sales will actually hurt you from selling your product or service. For example, when a salesperson is selling their product or service to a client or a potential prospect, the prospect may ask an unflattering question that might expose a weakness in the product or service that the salesperson is trying to sell. Now, if the salesperson doesn't have the answer to that question, they're lacking the knowledge, or worse, if they know that the answer will be unflattering and possibly lead them away from a sale, at this point the salesperson's ego might come in, where they might brag about something to hide the fact that they don't have a response to that question. Or even worse, the salesperson might cover up the truth or even tell a lie. So let's get something straight. The role of the salesperson is not to cover up their ego with lies. You are rather there to nurture the client's ego and help build their confidence in you and what you have to offer and the product or service that you're selling. Ideally, you want to make them feel comfortable in your knowledge, bringing useful information that will help lead them to a strong and positive decision. One show of strength as a salesperson is that you can go above and beyond expectations and already have answers to questions that you might anticipate the customer or potential client might ask beforehand. When you answer these questions very quickly and you don't need to look into them or think about them, it will be very impressive and it'll show them how working with you brings value to them. So how much should the salesperson talk? It's simple, just use the 80-20 rule. Most people think that great salespeople just talk and talk and talk and never stop and just keep going on and on and on, and the more they talk, the better. The 80-20 rule is great because not only does it work, but it also takes a lot of pressure off of the salesperson. For me personally, I'm a real estate agent. I sell houses, and when I started out and I started prospecting, meaning looking and finding people who are interested in my service, helping people buying or selling a house, I'd be really nervous because I think about, oh, what should I say? And I try to have this whole plan of how the conversation will go in my head before I even knock on the door to meet somebody new or pick up the phone to talk to the potential buyer or seller. Now, with that being said, what I do is still difficult and you still face a lot of rejection. However, there's a lot of pressure taken off of me because before I make that call, I remind myself, and I know, I keep the mindset that they are going to be doing most of the talking. The fact is that if they're interested or if they're in the market to either buy or sell what you have to offer, they're going to be doing a lot of the talking. Another thing to keep in mind is that the salesperson, when they do most of their talking, they should be asking questions, so that way they're listening. Once again, this goes back to the theme of not having a big ego. If you're a salesperson and you have a big ego and you're just blabbing and talking and shouting information at somebody and you're just bragging about how great your product is, how much money you make, or how much products you sell, that has nothing to do with them. Now, there may be a point in time for you to show performance that's useful information for the potential buyer or client to see, and maybe a few facts can be impressive, especially if you have a good track record. But once again, eliminate the ego, and you should be doing a lot of questions to find out how you can help them and find out what their need is. This is what the top salespeople do. They ask a lot of questions. These questions that salespeople ask narrow down the need of the potential client and fills them with confidence that you are the best person as the salesperson to help them. Tending to the customer's needs will fill them with confidence, which is great for you. Once again, you are not trying to impress the buyer with just facts about how great you are or how much money you make or how much products you sell. You are impressing them by being very prepared in this meeting with them, showing them respect, and asking enough questions to find out what their needs are so you could best help them. And by being prepared, you'll paint the picture that you are the most skilled and qualified person to listen to them, find out what their needs are, and fulfill their needs. It's as simple as that. Thank you guys for watching. To get more useful information as a real estate agent or to get some more general advice as a salesperson, go ahead and click here. Go ahead and give this video a like. I'd appreciate that very much, and I strongly consider that you guys subscribe so you can keep getting more information just like this. Thanks again. See you next time. That is the best way to show them that you are the best person for the cut the end.